Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Music Theory Mondays. Today we're going to leave you with a quick one. Very simple concept. You don't see it very often, but it does come up. It's called slash chords. And what I mean by slash chords, I'll put up on the screen here so you can see what I mean. A slash chord is essentially a chord where the bass note played with the chord is not the root of the chord. So traditionally, when you play a C chord, you play a C in the bass. All right, whether you're playing piano and you play it in the left hand, or whether you have a bass player separate from yourself. If you're playing a C chord, you play C in the bass. A slash chord is often where you'll have the third or the fifth or even the seventh of the chord as the bass note. It doesn't change what the chord is. It just changes the overall sound. And I will give some examples and put them up on the screen. Common examples of this would be the C chord over E, which of course, E being the major third interval of the C chord. So you'd play a C, E, G in the right hand and an E in the left hand. If you had the fifth put in, you would be C over G. So that would be C, E, G in the right hand with a G in the bass. And that's pretty much it. It's that simple. There's not much to say about this. I've given you the name, I've given you the description, I've given you the breakdown. Again, it's just an altered bass note, and typically it comes from one of the chord tones in the chord being played at the time. So again, if you're doing the traditional root in the bass, you play a C chord, you play a C in the bass. If you're doing a slash chord with the third or a slash chord with the fifth, C over E, you play a C in the right, E in the left. You play a C over G, you play a C in the right, you play a G in the left. I hope that makes sense. If you're wondering why you would do this, number one, it sounds awesome. And under certain circumstances, it works out well. But also,